are live in Boston, Massachusetts, the gem of New England, as the Celtics are about to go into this interconference contest right here. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. And we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
Well, Brown returning the favor. That three at the other end didn't sit well with them.
Gordon a screen. Inside. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, he can play the four because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
How about Tatum there with the finish with some authority above the rim.
Denver passing it around. Deep two from Murray. And Boston with the rebound. You know, Coach, guys who are really productive, like Jamal Murray, often have turnover issues. But you know what? He really doesn't struggle with that.
No, he doesn't, and that's one of the great things about him, Kevin. He can be that aggressive but stay under control and take care of the ball. Always poised, nothing seems to bother him.
That's an added quality that you don't see with a lot of guys who shoot and score as much as he does.
Flashing his athleticism there. Once Brown gets solid interior positioning, he's focused on jamming it home.
Now here is Holiday, following the miss by Jokic. Out to White. Launches a three. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla. I asked him what's the hardest thing about facing Nikola Jokic. He said the way he controls the game at the offensive end. He keeps everyone involved. He's a great scorer, and you have to keep him off the offensive glass. It's a tall order, all of it. Guys?
Thank you, David. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Now here is Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is box office.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Trailing here by 8. Back to Jokic to end the run. Another miss by Jokic. Here's Boston now. Pass to Brown. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first. Tatum on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Shot, high post. Brown, no good. The Nuggets trailed by 8. And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Brown outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Now here is Holiday. Brown outside. Tatum a screen. Back to Brown. White, wide open. He fires. No good on the three.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And here they go. Brown jams it in.
Yeah, we know Brown loves some aerial theatrics, and he really went all out there.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. The Nuggets making a switch here. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Driving the lane. It's hauled in by Jokic. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Celtics lead by 7.
18. The Nuggets. 11.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, "My potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by." Kevin grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. Jarch has the open look. Another three for Denver.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
And the Nuggets making a change here. The Nuggets trail by 8.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Westbrook, no good. Holiday looking over the floor. Pass to Tatum. Here's Porzingis. He's covered by Murray. Porzingis inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Porzingis has got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Boston grabs the miss. Outside Tatum. The three. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Wide open look here for Murray. No good there off the double clutch. Boston leading by 10. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. Holiday with it. Celtics passing it around. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
The textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
To the inside. Pritchard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
To the paint. Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Ooh, what a burst of energy from Westbrook. He can just fly when he wants to.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. The Nuggets making a switch here. 1:03 left to play here in the second quarter. Teardrop shot. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
On the wing, Holiday. A three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets trail by 14. On the drive, Jokic gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
And when Jokic drives, he's like a freight train with that great physical ability, able to kind of push the defense wherever he wants them to go.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A big you can't really send to the line too much. Jokic, an effective free throw shooter.
Second free throw, no good. Pass to White. Outside, Horford. From outside the arc. Hits it from three-point range. White's got 8 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on, they're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
26.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
First team foul.
Nuggets on D. It's a 14-point game. Holiday with it. Now defended by Jokic. 6 to shoot. A 3 from Porzingis. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
Down low, Porzingis slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking. He helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on Holiday. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
The Nuggets trailed by 17. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
Here's Jokic.
And Porzingis demonstrating there why he's an effective two-way player, positioning himself well there to just bother the shooter.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Now, Jokic, 5 points in the game. Nice D from Porzingis. Out to White. The three. Drains it from beyond the arc. White's got 11 points.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And you can't fall asleep against Murray, especially when he's got great interior positioning. The D has got to be better.
Here's Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Going inside. Brown jams it in.
Yeah, charging inside with force. Love seeing Brown go up strong on the drive.
In the corner, Tatum with it. There's 1:54 left in the third. Shot clock at 6. Back to Porzingis. The kick out to Brown. And it's Boston with another.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are. A model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with it.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. 1:16 left in the third. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets on offense. Murray for three.
Well, you could really feel Brown's defensive focus there. He was determined to affect the shot.
And the call up against Jokic. That's his third foul of the game. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run here. Holiday with it. Porter pulls it in. Here's Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Horford.
And when Jokic gets rolling, all 250 pounds of him, he's a load to try to stop off the bounce.
Last season, Stan, Jokic passed LeBron's all-time triple-double mark. And he did it stunningly in 813 fewer games.
Yeah, now it's really possible, Kevin, that he's going to end up at the top of that triple-double list by the time his career's over. He's got the big O and Westbrook in his sights. You know, don't sell this guy short. He can do it almost any night. Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Al Horford with the rebound. And here's Boston. They're on a 17-5 run here. And the call up against Jokic. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
That's it.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
From the inbound, and it's good on the way in. Brown's got 6 in the quarter.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
Oh, and the